Hello everyone, welcome back to Jim Bob's Greenhouse. Today I'm going to give you a quick garden update. Let's go. So here's my fuchsia and my two basil plants that I purchased from Illand Nurseries. Not much has happened with them, however they are now repotted and growing really well. As you can see, my pepper plant is developing. Now the story with this pepper plant is he took a very long time to germinate. And I mean weeks upon weeks upon weeks of waiting until finally a few shoots came out and here he is. So really pleased with that one. Here's my sycamore sapling. Now as you can see, he's getting quite tall now and he will need to be repotted and planted out. I got this from Mike's greenhouse. He gave me, about a year ago now, he gave me a sycamore sapling and here it is a year later. So, looking really good. Here's my sunflower. I haven't entered this for the sunflower challenge. Because it really could be classed as a weed. Because it's been planted in that hanging basket and I didn't really want it to be here. I didn't plant it in, so somehow it's got in. And I didn't really want it in there. This was a hanging basket of sweet peas. And I didn't really want it in here, but somehow it has got in here. And it's now grown into a sunflower and it looks, well, it's not flowered yet, but when it does, it's going to look really nice. So this is my mini greenhouse in here. This strawberry plant I purchased earlier on this year, and he's still got some fruit on there, which is really good. This cucumber I also purchased from Mike's greenhouse, just Market More. It's been doing really well. It's starting to look a bit bad now. However, I think that's really because of the hot weather and I have watered it every single day. However, it's just been so hot for it. This tomato plant down here, strawberry plant down here, it's new to me for taking runners. I've never taken runners in my life. As you can see here, I've attempted to propagate this runner and it looks like it's doing quite well. This trio here, I've just weeded them. This grow bag is incredibly old. I have been feeding them. God knows how old these ones are, but they are, I reckon, about 2 to 3 years old. Fairly old. They're doing quite well. So that was everything in my small mini greenhouse. So this flower bed here I planted with Salvia Blaze of Fire. Look at that. That looks really nice there. Here's a mix of salvias. There's a couple marigolds mixed in there. And at the back there's some geraniums that haven't done anything yet. But I'm fairly confident they will flower towards the end of the year. My outdoor tomato plants are not really doing anything. They're flowering. You can see that. So I'm hoping there'll be some fruit on there soon. There probably won't be. It's a bit of a mess. They're not really supported very well. But, you know, I'm sure there'll be some fruit on there. My alliums at the side there are looking very tired and I'm not quite sure. They just never did very well. These alliums are from Dury, and I've learnt not to really trust that company much. These are some plug plants, geranium plug plants that I've potted up, and I'm saving them for winter. We're going to be selling these at Christmas as an indoor geranium. My winter potatoes are developing. So is my rhubarb. Not much else in this little patch here. Well, there's nothing else in this little patch here. So I wonder what I should plant in here. Some winter brassicas. Please give me some suggestions below what I should plant in here for winter cropping. So I trimmed this lawn back the other day and this bush back the other day just to add a bit more light in. Look at those. They're beautiful there. They're completely wild. We haven't planted those. They've just popped up. Really nice. My carrots are still growing. I pulled them up the other day and they're still not ready yet, so I'm going to hold on tight with them. It's nearly a year since I planted them. I planted these late September, so I've had a year in the ground. It seems a very long time to me, but there's no instructions on the seed packet because I bought them online, so I'm not quite sure. I'm just sort of winging it with these. At the back here, it's not looking too good, is it really? It's looking a bit shabby. But up here, that's where all the stuff for the burner is going. And it's just looking really untidy. I'll have to have a bit of a tidy up. Down the side here looks even worse. That's because all of my broken trays and stuff is just put down here and just sort of forgotten about, really. The undergrowth is sort of taking it all over. So now for the main part. My tomato plants. I'm quite pleased. Look at these here. They look quite nice. I put in some very unusual varieties in here. A mix of cherry tomatoes and beef tomatoes. And they're looking alright, surprisingly. It's looking very bleak in here this time of year. Very quiet. Hardly anything growing apart from some geraniums over there. And some more geraniums down there. Also, all my succulent cuttings look quite healthy, actually. I'm very pleased with these. Still quiet though. As you can see, it's rambling is this tomato plant, so it's not really much I can do, but it's really started to ramble and grow. So these are my wallflowers here. As you can see, they're not looking great, are they? So I don't know what I should do. I'm going to try and pot every one of them up and try and save them. However, I think they might be past their best. They got slug damage, so not great. Also, bit of a question: if there's any wallflowers I can sow this time of year for flowering next spring, please let me know in the comments. So this is a Hortura that I purchased for £6 at Tesco, and as you can see, it's looking very nice. It's adding some colour. However, I still need to pot it up. It's still got its label on and everything. So that's something I really need to do, but it's very nice. I like it a lot. Here's a type of sedum. If anybody could help me pronounce that, please let me know. I bought it on the roadside, and it was tiny. It was about two heads, those two heads there, and look how fast it's grown. I picked it up about three or 4 weeks ago, and it's already grown like that. Really, really impressed. My lettuce here. Well, nothing special really about this lettuce. Some sedum cuttings here that I took on my video, and also these here, these lavender, I think they are, cuttings. I need to pot these up. There's a lot of potting up I need to do. However, it's having the time. So these are all my pink geranium plug plants. They'll be selling either in December or keeping back as cutting stock, or selling them in September, or selling them throughout the winter, really. My seedling cuttings are developing. As you can see, they're growing multiple heads. All of the seedling cuttings that I show you have been planted on that day of the video. If you haven't seen the video, please go down and check them out. These are my stocks tall clove mix that I purchased on plug plants, and they're looking very good. My Sweet William Messenger is over there. That's looking... it's developing as well. Yeah, everything's looking quite good. My violas are developing. And so are my bellis. This here, this chocolate mint plant, is really important to me, because I've been trying to take chocolate mint cuttings for ages and having very limited success. So I'm really pleased that all of these cuttings have rooted, and they're all starting to finally grow. They're going to grow into mature plants and hopefully be worth something decent. My pumpkin has really decided to go for it this year. Look at that. There's a little pumpkin down here starting to form. Fantastic. Really great. Both of my courgette plants are doing well. And my chili plants, well, they're actually sweet pepper plants, are doing really well back there. I'm really pleased with nearly all of my veg this year. I've just showed some radish French breakfast, sorry. So I'm hoping to see some good crops on there. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye for now.